Hello, everyone. Welcome to Thought for Thursday. I apologize for running just a little bit behind here, but I'm so happy to be here as I am every Thursday. Just to talk to you for 15 minutes, give you your thought for Thursday, something to think about and something to move on. I hope that everyone has had a wonderful week thus far. We're approaching the end. And in case you haven't noticed, I have been talking about reinvention and giving tips for reinvention, actually. And as we know, it has really been a theme for the entire year. I've been challenging you to go ahead and go for making a difference, doing something different, for making changes in your life, perhaps that you've wanted to make for quite some time and you just haven't known how to approach them, or making changes because you realize that it is finally your time. Thus, the title of the course that, or the program that I have, Finally Me. It encourages you and helps you through the process of finally starting that whole reinvention piece that you want to do. So, I wanted to do a quick status check to see how everyone is doing since they've been challenged. How is it going as far as making changes in your life that you need to make to better your situation, to better things for you, to better your chances of actually realizing those dreams that you've been having for such a long time and just have not moved out on them? How is that going? We're in March, 3 months into the year, almost 4 months into the year. And for some of us, based on what I've been seeing and what I've been hearing, we haven't gotten very far. And that's not always, or well, it's never a good thing when you endeavor to do something and you just don't move on it. But then I questioned why. Why is it that we haven't gotten far with reinventing? Some of us have really not given it the importance that it deserves in our lives. We decided at the beginning of the year that we were going to finally do this. We're going to go for it. We're going to make that change. We're going to put ourselves first and finally go for those things that we know that we are deserving of and those things that we've been desiring to do for quite some time. So we decided to do that. And then life just happened. You know, we've had projects that have really taken more time away from us than we thought they would. We've had to perhaps tend to emergencies. We're still dealing with health issues, in this COVID environment. We're dealing with perhaps just family things that usually we have to deal with. And we said we were going to handle them differently, but we haven't quite mastered how to do that yet. And so, bottom line is reinventing and going for those things that we told ourselves we were going to finally jump into this year. Uh, well, life has happened and we haven't done it. And for many of us, the things that have come up in our lives have made us taken on a role of being the victim. Woe, it's me. Woe, life is out to get me. And there is no possible way that I'll be able to make the changes that I really want to make. I don't know if it was ever set in the cards for me to be different, for me to go after that dream. Nobody's here to support me. There's no way I can actually move on the things that I want to move on. Finances still don't look great. So I'm not even going to start trying to move in a new direction. I'm comfortable where I am. I wasn't made to do the thing that I really desire to do. So the bottom line is life happens. And in addition to us just staying in a comfort zone and saying, rather than moving out and going after these things after all, it's really just easier for me to continue status quo and not really worry about doing anything differently. And then for some of us, we take it a slight piece further and decide that obviously it is just not in the cards for me to have anything different, to be different, to pursue the personal development that I've been wanting to do for quite some time. Life just doesn't have me or doesn't want me to do any better. Yeah, the victim card. Everybody's out to get me. There's no way that I can make a change. So I challenge you today to get rid of that mindset. You must know that what you're here to do, that imprint that you're here to make, needs to be made. You are deserving of more. You are deserving of your dreams. You are deserving of pushing to get the thing that you desire to have. You have to let go of the victim mentality because it does not help you to progress in any way. You get to a point where you're stalemate in everything that you do. You even start to find the things that you do on a regular that you're used to doing, even in that rut, some of the things that you don't want to do. You'll start to just victimize everything. Move out of that mindset. Work daily to move past it, to get over those things and realize that, you know what? I actually can do this. I'm going to stop procrastinating. I'm going to stop playing the victim and I'm going to start doing those things that I know need to be done for me. All right. So we talk about playing the victim, okay, or falling into this I'm the victim syndrome, so to speak. So, what are some things that you can put into action if you're starting to do this? What are some things that you can put into action to circumvent that and to change things around so that you can pull out of that mentality and become the victor that you deserve to be and stop playing the victim? So, the first thing is realize that you can change your life if you choose to. It is a choice. It is a choice that you need to decide to make. You need to decide that you are going to be able to make the change that's needed. You have to level up on your confidence. We talk about all the things that you can do. Think back on the things that you've done successfully already. Think of the things that you're good at. Think of how those can really kind of filter into what you're trying to do to better yourself and to move forward. Replace all of the negative tapes that you have going in your mind over and over. Life's not good. Life's not cut out for me to do anything different. Whoa, it's my life. This is how I'm destined to be. Stop playing that tape over and over in your head. Stop it right where it is and replace it with some affirming thoughts, thoughts that are going to help you when you need to progress. Okay. Take responsibility. That's something else you need to do. Stop trying to blame life and blame the world for the things that you need to act on. There are things that you can just start doing really simple things. Waking up each day and deciding I'm going to do something small that's going to progress or help me to progress in a certain area, that's going to help me to do and to get where I want to be. Don't blame others for your outcome. That's something else. Remember, you hold your fate in your hand. Yes, other things can influence what happens in your life. Yes, other people can have some influence over what happens in your life. But ultimately, it is your responsibility to determine and to act in the way that you want your life to go. Love on yourself. 9 out of 10 people who feel that they're the victim in life, they don't love themselves as they should. They don't care about themselves as they should. And that is the love and the care that you're going to need to have to push when life does throw those darts at you. You've got to realize, you've got to love yourself enough to know that you can go forward and that you can do these things that you desire to do. Adopt a new mantra. Get rid of that life is cruel and life is wrong. Adopt one that says, there are things that I want in life and I'm going to get them. There are places that I want to go and I'm going. There is a roadmap to what I want to do, and I'm going to follow that roadmap and I'm going to successfully get to my destination. Replace that, put those thoughts in place of those that say, life means me no good. Keep a journal. You will be amazed at how something as simple as keeping a journal, jotting down every night what you've done, what has been successful. And yeah, go ahead and put down the things that haven't gone so well. The point is, you will be able to look back at it and you'll be able to learn from the things that didn't go so well. You'll be able to rejoice over the things that did go well, and you'll be encouraged to continue to move forward. Focus on what it is you want to do. Don't let life totally distract you. There are distractions that are going to happen. Honestly, they're not always bad things that will distract you, but they will be bad for your plan of getting to where you need to be. So there are going to be times when you're going to have to be totally focused, when life does seem to be getting a little crazy on the outer edges, and it seems to really be pressing in on your determination to actually do something different and to make the change. When those things happen, you're going to have to throw up those blinders so that you can see directly what's in front of you, so that you can focus on the path that's ahead of you instead of those things that are trying to come at you from every direction. I recently gave a talk where I mentioned how limiting beliefs, and we can even throw in playing the victim here, is like sitting in a glass house and you see all the things that you want to do and you desire to have outside of that glass house. And you want so badly to have them. But playing the victim is keeping you incarcerated. And those things are outside of that glass house, desiring for you to reach for them and to come out and get them. Get rid of the victim syndrome. Go ahead and go outside to pursue those things that you know you're deserving of having. Okay? Go ahead and pursue them. Share your true feelings with people. That's another thing. Don't hold back. Frequently, we can get out of our heads. We can get that victim feeling out of our heads if we just share with someone what we're going through and how we feel. 9 out of 10, if you're sharing with someone who's there to support you in the process, they're going to be able to help you to get to level ground where you're again speaking the positive things in your life and not dwelling on the negative and letting the darts that come your way hinder you from actually going for the bullseye. Okay. Remind yourself again, you are in control to the response that you have to the situations that occur in your life. You determine how your life is going to go. You can respond negatively or you can respond positively. You can respond, and what can help you to respond is knowing all of the things that you can possibly know around the situation. Understand why something may have happened this way. Understand why you could have done something different so that your schedule would have freed up and so that you wouldn't feel like everyone else's priorities are now your priorities and are hindering you from getting to where you want to be. Flip the script so that you are in charge. And once you understand why certain things may be happening, you'll be able to flip that script and to change things so that your schedule will free up, so that you'll be able to find more and more time. It may not even happen all at once. It could be little by little, perhaps day by day, perhaps week by week. But the point is, you can make the change. Playing a victim is not going to allow you to get there. Dwelling on the negative things that happen, they're not in dwelling in that space is not going to allow you to get there. You've got to get in a progress frame of mind. You've got to be the victor and not the victim. All right. And if you need support in this reinvention process, please reach out to me, A. Tucker at joliseenterprises.com, or visit my website at joliseenterprises.com. The process can start, the process can keep progressing, and we can work through those tough times. And we can put together a plan to get you to where you need to be, to get your reinvention process on a roll, and to get you to where you desire to go. All right? 15 minutes. Stop being the victor. Go ahead and follow through on that reinvention strategy. Reach out to me if you need help. This can be done. That's it for tonight. That's it for Thought for Thursday. Remember, always go out being confident, being boldly yourself, being authentically you, knowing that the imprint that you have is needed and wanted and desired, that you can have the things in life that you desire to have. All right? Have a great one.